Welcome back. It's raining, surprise, surprise, and blowing a gale outside, and we've had to work inside. So, I've made this little video to kind of share with you what we do on a normal day here at our little cottage on the Isle of Arran. Mainly, we can't get out, although there is a little bit of footage here because on a typical day, we are actually outside an awful lot. So, I'm going to spend the rest of the morning doing really taxing French bureaucracy paperwork to kind of tie up my old life in France. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoy this video, which gives you a little insight into what we do on a typical day. I've been up for 2 hours now, and I'm finally getting, don't know how that marked it there, I'm finally getting there with this A3 picture. Now, always want to set myself a challenge. I've decided to try and do a golden eagle, and there's been lots of rubbing out. Trust me, there has been lots of rubbing out here. I'm still not quite happy with the beak, but if I don't get the drawing right at the beginning, it's never going to be right. So here we are, about 4 hours later, and you can see I've done a bit of rubbing out. I found this little bit of a clean bit of rubber, and I'm kind of happy with that now. So tree number 1 is up, and we're winching tree number 2.
Watch where you're standing.
So I might have mentioned in one of my earlier videos this thing about sheep and how they kind of follow me. Well, we're doing that again. Honestly, they're multiplying.
Interesting one today. Homemade wood burner off a boat, believe it or not. It's off a little yacht. So this was the original door that was on it. We're going to put a full size door on here now. We're going to put a glass panel in it as well, so we can see when the wood burner's lit. And this is this was the pipe, the original pipe that was on it. But the diameter of this is too small. So we're upping the diameter of that, and we're putting it to 60mm from 40mm. So we're going to jump up to 60 just to give it a bit of exhaust. Various bits in the boxes just to get connected. It's got to go up through the deck, get insulating rope on it. A wee bit of work to do. We'll let you know as we progress, and we'll see how it goes, and then we'll get a picture of it when it's finished.
So it's coming on. I think I've got the eyes right. I finally got the beak right. And bear in mind, this is just the first couple of layers. So that is my golden eagle finished. I'm just doing this handheld. I wanted to show you some of the detail.
Go again.
We're back in John's shed.
Back in my shed at the wood burner. So we're making little hinges. So little hinge is going to go on the side. That other one's going to fit on the door. On the door there.
So you'll have one at the top and the bottom.
Like that.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got another one which will go there.
Oh, right, okay.
So we have two hinges, which are a wee bit neater than what was on it originally. So we'll get them welded on tomorrow.
Okay. So is
Weld
this on? This is tacked on?
Tidy all this up. Then we need a glass rope for in here.
Wood burner.
I'm waiting on it coming. A wood burner glass seal.
Okay.
Put that in here. Put the glass in. We'll probably put a washer or something just here, just to hold the glass to stop it coming out.
Okay.
And that'll be the door. The vent is ongoing at the moment. It's just got to get bits welded on. That'll be welded onto here.
Okay.
And then we have another angle cut on here to fit the back. So we've got a nice angle to it this time. It's not straight out and then got a 90-degree bend. It's actually got a draw on it, so it should make it a bit better. And the pipe's wider as well. So
and people think you just sit and drink tea and eat apple cake all day.
And it's Sunday and I'm out doing wee bits of work.
So we're back in Johnny's shed. And he's been working on this wood burner, so you can see he has attached a new door with the new hinges. There's a wee hole there. Because what are you going to do?
We're making a little handle now, so we can open the door. But as well as that, we need to put the lock mechanism in.
So we've decided to go for a latch because
that's what was on it originally. So I'm going to put back on what was on it. The other bit for the latch is up here. That'll go there.
Okay,
That'll be the latch.
I'll come and see that when it's done then.
Which shouldn't be too long. This is the old vent for the chimney going up through the deck. But it's too narrow, so we're increasing it up to this size. We're jumping up to 80mm, 70mm, whatever it is. And that'll go in there. We're just making a copy of what was there originally.
Okay.
Then we'll get it welded on the back of the stove.
And this is finished now?
The stove's all done.
Very nice. Just got the rope to arrive and the glass to put in.
Yeah, I've got glass to put in, the rope's going. So that's quite stiff now. I want that to be a wee bit stiff. Your eyes. That's all we need, little tacks on it, then we'll work our way around it.
I've just got to say, for anyone who's actually watching this and wondering, John used to be a welding instructor at Agricultural College.
You never know.
Yeah, you'll never get to retire, son, will you?
I know. Anyway, that's where we are. We've just got to weld it up now, so if you just leave me, I'll have it welded up. Ed's wood stove all glassed up now, door all operational, ash pan, door, little handle just to open it. It's all glazed inside now, bars are all in it. So we should be good to go. Chimney's all done. Just welded with mild steel welding rods, because it's only mild steel that's gone up through it. It's going to get sealed in the boat, and he'll put a ring round here with a fire rope on it just to insulate it from the boat. And then at the top end, we've just not decided what we're doing with that yet, but he'll come back to me with what we want to do. But that's basically the hinge in the door. It's quite a stiff thing. We just don't want it in a boat opening when you're going along. Although I don't think he's going to be guilty at lighting it and travelling. He's just want to moor up, then he'll light it, flat plate on the top, he'll get his kettle on the top, or a cup of soup, or tin of soup, or whatever, and that'll be fine.
Okay, and this is steel?
It's all steel, yeah.
So you've used...
Just steel welding rods. Normal steel welding rods for doing it. A little arc welder. I've got MIG and TIG and everything, but I'm not set up at the moment for gas welding or doing MIG welding. So I just had to use my little arc welder just to do it. So this came out nice. Quite pleased with it. The door can come off. We can slide the door off. Just if we ever need to replace the glass or we need to do something to it or work inside it. So we've made it like that so we can remove it. Locked. Perfect. So I hope he'll be happy with that. We'll give him a phone.
So, as you can see, we're looking at the rear of the house roof,
Which is being sorted.
which is needing sorted. So we have an issue with the guttering and this, what would you call that material?
It's the membrane.
What?
The roof membrane.
Roof membrane. So, guttering's not really doing what it wants to do. Downpipes are definitely doing nothing because they're gunked up. There's this interesting sort of, we're going to patch this bit of gutter into that downpipe. Don't know why that's happening.
Just a mess.
And then over here, and I'm walking on a wall, guys. I'm walking on a wall, so do we have an instant? This one ain't even connected. Then we've got, oh, what a lovely bend. So, you can see we've got a problem. I don't know what you call this in the States, but in the UK, it's called gutter. In the UK, that is called a downpipe. Sometimes in the north of England, called a roan pipe. But John is going to have a look and see what he can do.
Yeah, well, John's already not going to touch it because we need a bit of wood to go in there to carry the gutter. That's why the gutter's got a step on it, because there isn't anything to put the gutter on there.
Okay. So that's the new soffit up. Guttering next. So that's the... There we go. That's the back one. All done. All clear. Downpipes all clear. All functioning now. It looks a lot better. Here we are at the front. So, this end of the gutter and the downpipe have now been cleared. So, this downpipe feeds into the septic tank. So we've cleaned it out and we have put a wash of washing up liquid, or dish soap as you would call it in the US, and a dishwater tablet. So, and then we'll flush that through. So John's doing this one now.
Yeah.
And
You have to go and get gloves on. This never been cleaned. Nobody's cleaned them yet.
so we've got the gutter that goes right along the top to the end, which John has had a look at, and it is absolutely caked with moss, so it needs cleaned as well. And this little short bit here, and that downpipe. But it's worth doing because that way we won't have any water running down on the outside of the building or backing up on the gutters and then running down on the barge boards. So this one was overflowing at that elbow at the top and just running down the house, which we don't want. So, good old John. So, walkie time. We are going to the castle. The rain has stopped. The sheep are in the fields.
Doggies are ready to go.
Woo, woo, woo. Off we go.
We're tucked up.
destination, Arran Castle. Oh, they can't wait. Look at the wee tails. Ah, lovely and sunny now. Although it is still windy. The only reason you can't hear the wind is because I'm standing in the shadow of the wall of the castle. But it does the dogs good to have a run out, and it does us good as well. Can't work all day, every day. There's someone getting a tailing off. Anyway, sunshine. Right, I'm getting on with my walk because it's bound to rain later. So thanks for watching the video, and I hope that gave you a wee bit of an insight into what we get up to during our days. At the moment, we are still trying to sort out the cottage. Inside is nearly done. We're starting work on the outside, and I think outside the next thing we will be doing is having a look at the garden. We've got fencing to sort after Storm Aylwin ruined the back fence. So we've got fence posts and we'll be looking at that. So we might look at that in the next video. I don't know. But in the evenings, what we normally do is either read in front of the fire, give the dogs a bit of a cuddle, or we'll watch a couple of YouTube videos from my friend Dan Willis, who does a lot of wildlife stuff. So you can check out his channel, Dan Willis Photography. Or if it is a social night, we may go for a walk along to the Luchranza Hotel for a drink. But that's all from me just now. If you've got any comments, do make them in the comments below the video. And I think I better go and sort John out with a nice cup of tea and a slice of carrot cake. See you next time.